Kyle Richards calls out Sutton Stracke and Dorit Kemsley for hitting below the belt. Kyle Richards is calling out Real Housewives of Beverly Hills star Sutton Stracke and Dorit Kemsley for hitting below the belt over plastic surgery drama. It all started when Sutton threw some major shade at Dorit after Lisa Barlow said Dorit was pretty. Sutton responded, "When you've had enough surgeries, anyone can be pretty. Look, I could be real rude." Dorit Kemsley responded to Sutton's comments, clapping back saying, "I was thinking to myself, why hasn't Sutton done it then? She has the money, right? She can afford vodka and plastic surgery, so why hasn't she done it, if it's that easy?" Kyle Richards is now calling out both co-stars for hitting below the belt, telling Page 6, "I do not like when anybody talks about people's looks or their financial situations. It's ugly. Listen, I've had my arguments. We disagree on the show, but I don't do ugly. I don't hit below the belt. I don't like that." Dorit has since denied doing any plastic surgery, saying, "I stand here today, hand on my heart, promise you, I would happily tell you if I did anything other than my boobs, and I have not." Dorit Kemsley says Split was PK's idea, and it wasn't her choice to join RHOBH. Talks nearly quitting show, and explained saying they were better than ever before separating. Dorit Kemsley opened up about her separation from Paul PK Kemsley during a podcast appearance earlier this week. As the 48-year-old Real Housewives of Beverly Hills cast member looked back on her season 13 reunion, claim that she and PK, 57, were better than ever, explained her decision to return to the show after quitting ahead of season 14, and addressed the possibility of her and PK reconciling. Dorit spoke of dating, co-parenting, and more. Plus if she and PK will get back together, dating and co-parenting updates. "It was actually his idea, and I was taken aback," Dorit admitted on Bravo's Hot Mic podcast. "If you asked me, in truth, I probably would have tried to work it out together because we have 2 small children, but there was no hesitation on my part because I knew ultimately, once I had time to think about it, I realized, I think this is probably going to be the best thing for us." Because Dorit had said he and PK were better than ever, fans were shocked when they announced their separation with a joint Instagram statement in May. Looking back at the comment, Dorit explained that after a very tumultuous few years, PK decided to get sober, and she had a renewed sense of hope. "Things were great between him and I, and it was the first time that they were that good in a while, so I had high hopes, and when things are really bad, and then things become good, that is better than ever, which is how I described it," she shared. But as we saw, a few months into his sobriety, we realized that the issues we have, they're deeper. After then revealing that it wasn't even her decision to do RHOBH, Dorit admitted to feeling that PK wanted her to return to the show for season 14, so she would have something amid their split. "I would suspect that he foresaw that there would either be a separation or we were headed in that direction, and this allowed me to have financial independence and something of my own," she revealed. "He's always been supportive like that, and there are a lot of things I still love about him, which are the reasons why I married him. But if I had to guess, it was more about him not wanting to have the responsibility of having to take care of me. It almost gave him more freedom, financially and other," she added. While Dorit ultimately reclaimed her full-time position amid demotion rumors earlier this year, she admitted to temporarily quitting the show. "I made the decision not to, and I think I remember PK saying something to me like, 'Well, you have to do it.' And when I heard him say I had to do it, it was wanting to take back that control," she reasoned of the temporary exit. "This is gonna be my decision. I'm the one that's doing it. And I said, well, you know what? I'm not. And I thought I felt comfortable about that decision." Then, the following day, after she thought about it without pressure, she began to feel she was leaving too soon. "I had unfinished business. I had too much I wanted to say. I didn't leave the impression I wanted to leave really of who I am, and that's when I called producer Alex Baskin, and I said, "Let's talk," she revealed. Although Dorit and PK are still separated 6 months after their announcement, Dorit hasn't closed the door on a potential reconciliation. "I can't say there isn't a chance because we're not getting a divorce right now, but I don't know. I think there's always a chance for anything," she noted. In the meantime, Dorit confirmed she is not dating. "It's a topic where it's very weird because I tried almost think, am I supposed to be dating people? Is that allowed? Well, of course, it's allowed. We're separated. Is PK dating someone? I think it's still so fresh. I'm not in the headspace where I think I'm ready or open," she shared. That said, probably if I found out he's dating, I might be more inclined to. "I've got work to do on myself. I feel like it's been a long time since I've been able to do that, and I think that's what I need most," she continued. Also, on the podcast, Dorit offered an update on her and PK's co-parenting relationship, noting that while she and her estranged husband have great moments, they also have moments when a friendship between them doesn't exist. "I don't know why. It's not my choice. It's just par for the course, I suppose," Dorit suspected. "I think him, and I need to prioritize the children. We could be friendly and civil and co-parent. I think it's a lot better when him and I are on friendly terms, but I think he finds that difficult at times." According to Dorit, she does her best to avoid disagreements and triggers, but also doesn't want to be silenced on her opinions. "I need to take back the control and do what feels right rather than be pulled from side to side. I need to be making the decisions, and in my marriage, I've not been making the decisions for a long time," she explained.